Here's TD and Faith's story on how their family of 8 switched to carnivore in order to help reduce their family's inflammation, with their host being Kerry and his YouTube channel Homestead How. Enjoy part 1.
Story some more. So maybe if we could start out, TD and Faith, could you tell us a little bit about yourselves, your family, where you're from, kind of stuff like that?
Yeah, you want me to start? So we um we got married, and I was always into health and fitness, and I was into nutrition, and I read a lot. So I would always be experimenting and tweaking my diet. And I grew up in a crunchy home, and my mom was way ahead of the curve, and she read all this stuff, even though, interestingly enough, later in life, she completely, relatively speaking, reverted to kind of like this standard American diet. Um, Faith grew up in a pre-packaged home where everything she ate came in a cellophane wrapper. Without, like, that's not hyperbolic.
No.
It was, everything was pre-made, pre-packaged. So when we got married, I was always into my food and stuff. So it kind of rubbed off on her, and she is a very studious researcher. So she's reading and doing all this stuff. And once we got some land, we had goats and we had a garden and we did all these things. And then about 10 years ago, we relocated from the Northeast to Texas. And we said, you know what? We're going to completely revolutionize our life. We're going to slow down. We're going to live a very intentional, much more simplified life. And we knew that we wanted to try to grow our own food and all these different things. And interestingly enough, we were mostly organic. And I'll let Faith tell a little bit about her story, but we were organic and everything, but we continued to have these health issues. And as I continued to get older and more tired, I'm just like, wow, I'm trying really hard here. I'm reading a lot. I'm taking hundreds of dollars of supplements, and maybe what it is they just haven't come out with the newest supplement yet. So I'll just keep trying more and more and more supplements. So I was doing that. And meanwhile, I had developed this chronic issue in my neck and back. And roughly like 7 or 8 years ago, I started getting tingling in my pinky and my what do they call this finger?
Your ring finger.
My ring finger. My ring. I kept wanting to say index finger, and I'm like, I know that's not right. And so I started having issues, and it would come and go. And then I started having like just permanent issues in my shoulder.
Yeah.
And super long story short, what happened is about 3 years ago, I got diagnosed with.
Follow for part 2.